Hi everyone, my name is Justin. I'm the creator of OSnap, an iOS application for making time-lapse and stop-motion photography projects on your iPhone or iPad. In this tutorial, we're going to be looking at how to export photos and videos from OSnap. So let's start with exporting a video since it's very straightforward. So here I have an OSnap project called Cityscape, and I'm going to navigate into the videos archive, and you can see I have a video that I've already rendered here. Okay. And I'm just going to tap share video. So you'll see a few different options here: Instagram, TikTok, email, iOS photos, and of course you have the more, which brings up your standard sharing dialog. For now, we're going to share it to iOS photos, and that's all there is to it. If I navigate to my photos, you can see that the video is there. Next, let's look at sharing a single image from OSnap. So if I navigate back to the project home screen and then to the playback screen, I can pause anywhere, and let's say I want to share this specific image. If you look in the lower right, there's an action button. I can tap it. A series of options come up, the first of which is share this frame. You have a number of destinations here you can share to, including your standard sharing dialog. For now, we're going to share this single frame to iOS photos. And it's as simple as that. Now, one thing that I want to show you that could be very useful is that when you are sharing content from OSnap, sometimes it could be helpful to have OSnap automatically create an album for you in iOS photos so that all of the content from a particular project can be easily found in one spot. I'll show you how to do that. So I'm going to tap Settings on the lower right. I'm going to scroll all the way down, and under Global All Projects, where it says Make Project Albums in iOS Photos on Export, I'm going to tap that, and then I'm just going to return to the playback screen. I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to share a single frame, share it to iOS Photos, and now we can look into iOS Photos, and you'll see that an album has been created called Cityscape that contains the image that we just exported. Notice that the name of this project is Cityscape. So whatever your project name is, that's the name that OSnap will give the album. So the next thing I want to show you is how you can export all of the frames from the project at once. So if I go back into the playback screen and I push pause and I tap the lower right button, you'll see that the third and fourth options I have are Save All Frames to iOS Photos and Save All Frames to Another Destination. Save All Frames to Another Destination is an option that is only available in OSnap Pro 2, and we're going to look at it in just a moment, but for now we're going to look at Save All Frames to iOS Photos. If I tap Save All Frames to iOS Photos, all of the frames in this album begin to export into your camera roll. I'm just going to tap Cancel so we don't have to wait for all those. So now let's look into our iOS photos. And you can see, if I navigate to the album called Cityscape, all of those photos have been exported there. Now, I should also point out that you can do the exact same thing from the project home screen. So if you tap in the lower left, you'll see that your second option is Save All Frames to iOS Photos. The next thing I'd like to look at is, what if you'd like to save only a select collection of frames to iOS Photos? You can do that by tapping on the Frames Editor screen here, and then tapping Select in the upper right. Now I'm in selection mode, and notice here I'm just going to select 8 photos, and then I'm going to tap on the lower left button, and I'm going to tap Save Selected Frames to iOS Photos. Notice that it saved those specific 8 frames to iOS Photos. So the next thing I'd like to look at is saving photos to another destination, for instance, Dropbox or Apple Files. And this is an option that is only available in OSnap Pro 2. Currently, it's not supported by all cloud providers. For instance, right now, Google Drive and Microsoft OneDrive do not support batch export. Dropbox, Apple Files, and a few other cloud services do. So I'll show you what that looks like now. I'm still here in selection mode, so I'm just going to select a few photos here. I'm going to tap on the lower left, and I'm going to choose Save Selected Frames to Another Destination. And my third-party extension dialog comes up. For this demo, I'm just going to choose Dropbox, and I'm going to choose Cityscape Export Demo. You can see I already have a few images in there for testing, and I'm just going to tap Open. And you can see that all of my frames just exported. You also have the option of exporting all of the frames from the project at once to another destination. Okay, here we are again. I'm going to navigate back into the folder. You can now see the photos that we exported before are there, and I'm going to tap open again. Okay, now you can see all of my frames now are exporting to Dropbox. I'm just going to tap cancel, and that about covers it for saving photos to another destination. The next option I want to show you is automatic real-time export while OSnap shoots. So I'm going to navigate back to the project home screen, and then I'm going to tap the settings button in the bottom right, and I'm going to scroll down to autosave frames. Now, I should just point out that if you're using OSnap or OSnap Pro, there's a one-time in-app purchase for Export Plus in order to unlock this capability in OSnap. If you're using OSnap Pro 2, it comes out of the box. So if you look where it says autosave frames to iOS photos, I'm just going to tap it, and now you can see it says on, and what that means is every time a photo is snapped in OSnap, it will be automatically exported to iOS photos. An additional option is that I can tap delete originals from OSnap, and what that will do is it will just delete the photo completely from OSnap so it doesn't exist at all in the app, and it is only saved to iOS photos. I should point out that the UI looks a little bit different for this in OSnap and OSnap Pro, but the functionality is exactly the same. And of course, if you have OSnap Pro 2, you also have the option of saving each captured image automatically to a cloud provider. So if I tap autosave frames to cloud provider, I'm back here in our extensions dialog box. I'm going to go into Dropbox, and I'm going to choose again Cityscape Export Demo and tap open. Now you can see the directory name I just chose, Cityscape Export Demo, appears, and every time I capture a photo, it will be automatically exported to Dropbox. This can be very useful in situations where you have a very long time lapse, and perhaps you have the phone in a remote location, but you still have either Wi-Fi access or cellular access, so that every time the app captures a photo, it automatically puts it into, for instance, Apple Files or Dropbox, and you can access those files in real time remotely. Now I'm just going to snap a couple of photos, and you can see that when auto export is on, you will see both a current and a save number in the bottom info bar, indicating that the photos are being saved outside of OSnap. And also notice that the total number on the right, indicating the total number of photos in the project, is unchanged because we specified that we wanted each photo deleted from OSnap. The last method that I'd like to show you is that you can transfer photos or videos from OSnap over your Wi-Fi network using OSnap Wi-Fi Assistant. OSnap Wi-Fi Assistant is a companion app that you can install on your Mac or PC, and it will communicate directly with OSnap over your Wi-Fi network. I should just point out that for OSnap and OSnap Pro, Wi-Fi Assistant is included in the one-time in-app purchase for Export Plus. If you're using OSnap Pro 2, again, it comes out of the box. So now I'm just going to open Wi-Fi Assistant on my Mac, and then in OSnap I'm going to navigate to settings. I'm going to scroll down to where it says Wi-Fi Assistant and tap open Wi-Fi Assistant, and then on my Mac I'm going to click connect. Now you can see that Wi-Fi Assistant can see all of the photos in the Cityscape project. You can see that I have the option to batch download all of the photos. So you can see that now all of the photos from the OSnap project have begun to transfer over the Wi-Fi network onto my PC. If I look into the directory, you can see these images have started to appear. I should point out that Wi-Fi Assistant has a lot of other functionality, including capturing photos real time over the Wi-Fi network as OSnap shoots, but that is a subject for another tutorial specific to OSnap Wi-Fi Assistant. So that covers it for all of the different methods that you can use in order to export videos and photos from OSnap. Thank you everybody so much for watching this tutorial. Thanks everyone for watching. If you'd like to see more tutorials, leave us your thoughts in the comments, or you can email us at osnap@osnapphotoapp.com.